Welcome back to the deep dive. You want to get smart, fast, right, and cut through all the noise.
Absolutely. Information overload is real.
So today, we're looking at something specific. Why is it so hard for new user-generated content creators, UGC creators, to land their first clients?
Yeah, it's a common struggle. We've been digging into chatter on Reddit, some articles on Medium, Forbes, Entrepreneur, even social media today, real experiences, expert takes.
And our goal here, understand the why. Why is it such a challenge? And we'll look at a potential solution people are talking about, a platform called Grandee.
Right, Grandee. We should probably mention, people sometimes ask how to say it. Think Grandee, like the drink, just with a G.
Okay, Grandee. So what's the core problem the sources highlight?
Well, what really jumps out is this sort of risk aversion from brands. It makes sense.
They want proof you can deliver.
Exactly. Proof of results, ROI. But if you're new, you don't have that track record.
Ah, the classic chicken and egg situation.
Precisely. And that makes standard cold outreach like DMs and emails pretty ineffective.
Let's dig into that outreach problem then. Lots of frustration there in the sources.
Oh, definitely. We saw posts on Reddit, people saying they're sending out dozens, literally dozens, of personalized pitches.
And getting crickets.
Total silence. One person put it really starkly, calling it soul-crushing, sending 30 DMs a day, maybe 2 brands even read them.
Wow. That's rough. It really shows how much noise is out there.
It does. And it's not just getting seen, right? It's what happens if they reply.
The portfolio problem.
Yeah, that came up a lot. Another creator mentioned brands ask straight up for past results. If you don't have any campaigns to show,
They ghost you.
they ghost you. Simple as that. Brands need metrics, some sign of potential value, and beginners just don't have that data yet.
So why is it so hard? Is it just the lack of results?
Well, that's a big part, but it's also lack of established networks, starting from scratch. No case studies, obviously.
And probably using generic messages.
That too. Mass templates don't work well. And sometimes the creator hasn't really nailed their niche, their unique selling point. They seem a bit undefined.
Okay, sounds pretty grim. But it wasn't all negative, was it? Were there any, proactive steps mentioned?
Yeah, thankfully, creators are getting creative. We saw suggestions like building a micro portfolio with spec ads, basically, mock-up ads.
Okay, showing skills even without a client.
Exactly. Also, leveraging niche communities online, building real connections instead of just cold pitching.
Makes sense. What else?
Offering value upfront, maybe like a quick content audit in the pitch. And really polishing their online profile, highlighting any win, however small.
So demonstrate value, build connections cleverly.
Got it. Now let's loop back to Grandee with a G. How does that platform fit in? How does it address these pain points?
Right, Grandee. Its core idea is being a marketplace. It collects live brand campaigns.
So not just firing shots in the dark.
Exactly. Creators can find actual current opportunities, often filterable by niche, all in one spot. It cuts out a lot of that guesswork. Okay, that sounds much more efficient. What else does it do for someone just starting?
Well, a few key things. You apply directly to campaigns you see are relevant. You can use tailored proposal templates, even suggest performance metrics you aim for.
So you can show you're thinking about ROI from the start.
Kind of, yeah. Plus, messaging happens on the platform, so your pitch is less likely to vanish into some crowded general inbox.
Keeps things organized.
And you can set up alerts for new campaigns matching your skills, so you don't miss out.
So it's providing structure, maybe boosting reply rates, helping get those first paid gigs.
That seems to be the goal. Making that initial connection, which is often the hardest part, a bit more direct and hopefully successful. Building confidence, building that portfolio piece by piece.
Right. Instead of that endless DM grind, it's more targeted. Connecting brands, actively looking with creators ready to go.
Precisely. It's structuring the discovery process.
Okay, so to wrap up, the initial hurdles for new UGC creators getting seen, proving value, they're significant, definitely a grind.
But platforms like Grandee are trying to bridge that gap, connect the dots more effectively.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you, the listener. Think about this model. Platforms directly linking service providers with clients.
Yeah, how is this changing different fields? If you're trying to break into any competitive industry, what are the broader implications of these kinds of direct marketplaces? Something to chew on.